it. So I don't know if any, like, I know, like, you guys are probably, I don't know who's gonna start from the beginning, but I definitely want your guys' opinion on this, kind of, about recent events, about what happened at YouTube, because I haven't really talked about it yet. And I kind of want to, like, put my input in there, but I don't know much about the girl, and that's why I was wondering if anybody could add their input on, like, so, like, here's the thing, like, that I feel. When you go and you're gonna go work for a company, okay, you need to know about the company before you go and work for them. Like, allegedly this had a lot to do with, like, the revenue, demonetization, and not getting views on their channel, and the recent changes in the rules of YouTube, which really makes an impact on smaller channels like mine and stuff. It doesn't impact, like, bigger channels at all. It's like smaller channels like us. That's why I'm wondering if she was a smaller channel. I'm assuming she was, at least somewhere within the couple thousand subscriber range. I'm assuming, allegedly, she had 4 channels. But what I'm saying is, like, if you're gonna go, can you roll the back window now? If you're gonna go work for a company, you need to know about that company before you work for it. Like, a lot of people are saying, you know, this isn't a girl, she was a vegan, animal-loving person. Obviously, that doesn't mean shit, because you still are going out and killing people. You know what I mean? And this goes into the whole gun topic too, which I'll get into in a second. And I really hope that YouTube, like, before it takes this video down or puts a block on my channel, they hear this video out, because I'm on their side with this. First of all, the girl may have been an animal activist, whatever, but clearly she wasn't really in it for the animals if she was so concerned over the money and the silencing that she went in and killed human beings, or tried to kill. I don't know if anybody actually died. But then, you know, this leads to a whole bunch of other things like this. Okay, so this girl had, like, a couple of channels, whatever. I think what she did was absolutely wrong. I think that if you're gonna, we need to be grateful for on this platform, for one. For two, it's not YouTube who pays us. It's not YouTube. YouTube does not even cut us our checks. It's Google. Google is the people who pay us. It's through Google AdSense. YouTube doesn't pay us. YouTube has, it's not even a person in YouTube, it's the algorithm. It's got nothing to do, so if you're gonna be pissed at anybody, you need to be pissed at a robot. Sorry, but, like, there's no one sitting in YouTube out there to make our lives miserable. It's the algorithm. It's got nothing to do with anybody silencing anybody. It really has nothing to do with that. It's got to do, and, you know, with everything, I understand, even as a smaller channel, why YouTube did what they did by changing the rules to saying you need to have this many views and this many subscribers, because it's easier for them to monitor what channels ads get run on. You know what I mean? Like, and everybody, like, is now saying, like, okay, so that happened, that event happened. Ironically enough, last night, my Facebook, I got put on a ban. Some people are saying it might be a 24-hour ban. I don't know how long the ban is, but I got put on a ban because I had a picture of a gun in a gun range, and I went shooting with my dad a while ago. And this picture has been up on my Facebook. If you go on my Instagram, it's been on there for a long time. So just last night they took this, they put me a ban on me. My thing is this is my thing, okay? And hate it, love it, disagree, whatever, everybody's got an opinion, okay? If you're walking through Walmart and you have a gun in your hand and you shoot one person, immediately the entire store hears it, drops to the ground, runs, okay? If you walk in with a knife and you start shanking people, you can take down an entire aisle of people without anybody knowing. The other side of the store doesn't know. So just sit there and say guns are the issue, guns are the issue, guns are the issue. I have never in my life seen a gun hop up off a table and shoot somebody on its own. Never in my life have I seen it. Has anyone else seen it? I've never seen a gun ever do that by itself. You can do just as much damage, if not more, with a knife. If we get rid of guns, example, recently a gun store in our area was robbed of 40 guns. So there are 40 guns, think about it this way, there's 40 guns in the hood on the street, okay? So people like my dad, who are a gun owner and is in the right mind state, I'm glad he has that gun to protect our family now. You know what I mean? To protect my son. I know, for me, I never want to own a gun. I never want to own one. I'll shoot somebody else's at a gun range, whatever. But I am like responsible enough to know, being an addict for so long, even though I'm sober now, nothing happened at Walmart. I was using it as an example. Like, but if I wouldn't, because knowing that I was an addict in the past, that could be switched back on at any moment, and if I'm a gun owner, that could be bad. So like, I know for myself it's not safe for me, so I'm in the right mindset to know better. You know what I mean? If these people want to hurt somebody and do danger or do harm to somebody, they're gonna do it no matter what, whether they have a gun or whether they don't. But now I'm gonna get off that gun topic for a minute and go back to the YouTube thing. It's really important that everybody knows that YouTube, yeah, there we go, right there, for show. In China, you can't get a gun, but they have mass stabbings. That's the thing. And like, the thing is like, for me, I'm sorry, I'd rather get shot than stabbed, okay? I'd rather get shot than stabbed. From somebody, I think you really need to have held a gun, fired a gun in a range safely to understand what to form an opinion on how you feel about guns. I think you actually need to have, I'm not saying like everybody go out and like fuck with a gun. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm saying if you really want to form an opinion on something, you need to have been around it and tried it first. You know what I mean? You can't just say I hate chocolate ice cream even if you've never had it. You know what I mean? But like at the same, like people really need to think before they just say, oh, guns are the problem, because if somebody wants to do harm, they're gonna do harm no matter what, for one. For two, if you fire a gun in a Walmart, like that was the example I was making, everybody's gonna drop and run. Everybody in that entire store is gonna hear it, okay? It's gonna be blowing out eardrums, people are gonna be bugging out, running all over the place, but you could make it down an aisle and stab about 15 people, and the whole other side of the Walmart doesn't even know what's going on. So it's like, that's what I'm trying, that's the point I was trying to show earlier. With this girl now who did this at the YouTube headquarters, I am so sad to hear that this happened. And I'm sad because it's like, if she just, it's not some one person in YouTube who's like doing this. It's not one, it's the algorithm. There's not someone in YouTube, there's no closed-minded people in YouTube that are sitting there making our lives hell. I'm a smaller channel. I should be pissed too. And you know what? When the new rules and regulations came out, at first I was a little pissed, but I understood why they're doing it, because they need to regulate easier. It's not, there are thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people on YouTube, and like they have to be cautious of who's brand friendly, who's not, who they run ads on, who doesn't run ads on, whatever. But we all just need to be, hold on, they need to help mental illness, and I believe a lot of shootings is the government's plan to take our guns away. That's never gonna happen. They're never gonna be able to take our guns away. Never gonna happen. The problem is like in New York, they have very strict gun control here. Very fucking strict gun control. You need to have never had a ticket, anything in your life. You need to be real fucking crispy clean to ever own a gun. And even then, like in that, with that being said, like it's just a matter of like, you know, if we're gonna ban guns, I mean, we might as well ban knives too. I mean, because you could stab someone just as easily. I mean, honestly, you do way more damage with a knife than you can with a gun anyways. If you've actually seen a gun, picked up a gun, shot a gun before, you know, like, I don't know how to explain it. You just have to have fired a gun before to know what I'm talking about. But these people who are doing this, you know, and the YouTube headquarters might even actually be lucky that she did walk in with what she walked in with, because if she did walk in there with a knife, she probably could have taken out a lot more people silently. Well, recently YouTube put out a statement, and this is what YouTube said. Being like a creator, like we get these emails and stuff like that. Thank you. People, there may be someone behind. Yes, they put certain words in. You're not like, and they're trigger words like that go with it. But everyone in YouTube has already said they are not 100% sure how the algorithm even works. The algorithm changes itself. Okay, we on YouTube can change the algorithm by what we're doing. There is nobody in YouTube can sit there and say they 100% knows how the algorithm works. They can put into a system and say, here are swear words. If anybody's saying this too many times in a video, and the computer runs through and scans our videos, it's not a person actually sitting there watching our videos. That's what I'm trying to say. It's more of a system that they use. But even that, like, there's no person in YouTube out there silencing us. You know what I mean? I don't think it's that. I think they did try and fix it, and I think they have been trying to fix it. YouTube has, and a lot of the top creators are saying that, you know, it's working for them, and they're starting to benefit more, and they're starting to make more money, which is good. I mean, I haven't made anything in over a week, but I know it's not like, and another thing too is like, YouTube does not cut our checks. It's Google. It's like YouTube is not the one who even pays us. It's through Google. You know, you have to have a Google account, a Google AdSense account. And then, like, if you want more, you can actually pay Google to run your videos to become more popular. If you want to grow your channel faster, you have that choice if you want to spend 50 cents a day. You know what I mean? Which isn't really that bad. I actually did do that with one of my videos before, and it helped me get a couple hundred subscribers in the very beginning. But now I don't really mess with it too much, because I don't know how to turn it off, and I don't want them to keep taking money out. But all I'm trying to say is I feel very bad for what happened at YouTube. It is a very sad thing. It's a very sad thing. I'm upset for a lot of reasons. I'm sad for a lot of reasons. It's really sad that even happened. But one thing I'm gonna say is, if you plan on being on YouTube, know the rules, okay? When you go to walk into a Dunkin' Donuts and you want to work for Dunkin', you need to know it's a coffee shop, right? You need to know like how much you're gonna get paid an hour. You need to know all this, and we know on YouTube right now, we're not making shit. Like, we're not making shit. Like, I come on here every day because I love doing it. I love doing it. Yeah, I wish I could get paid more, obviously. But if it was really about the money for me, I would cut the live streams and start putting videos up. You know what I mean? And like, I've thought about doing that a lot, but you guys haven't seen me actually do it, right? Like, but to sit there and say, you know, like, this person was an animal activist, they cared about, you know, but obviously you care a lot about animals, but not a lot about people. I mean, I don't know, it's just, the whole thing is very sad. It's very sad. I don't know much more of what happened exactly. I don't know, like, what exactly, I don't know much about the person. I don't know much about what happened. Yeah, my son wants, my son has a channel on here, and, it's just, well, that's the thing, is like, YouTube is supposed to be for 18 and up, you know, and like, I think there's a good reason for that. I think that, like, my son does not watch my videos. I don't allow him on YouTube, because, well, first of all, the rules are you're supposed to be 18 and older to be on this platform or to watch it. They have YouTube Kids, and then they have YouTube. I guess it's up to the parents, whatever they choose, you know what I mean? Like, but you just have to be, like, when the whole Logan Paul thing happened with the forest, it's like, well, and everybody said, you know, that, yeah, my son has a channel too, and he's like 6. Do I agree with it? Not necessarily. But it's like, so me as a mom, if Tyler were to have stumbled across that forest video that Logan Paul made, whose fault is that? Logan's or mine? It's mine, because I know YouTube's rules and guidelines say that you need to be 18 or older to have a channel, and to be on YouTube and do all this stuff, you need to be 18 or older. That's what it says. So whose fault is it? Is it me for letting my son be on YouTube, or is it the creator for making content for 18 or older people? It's a really hard thing to, who am I? I can't really just sit here and say what's right and what's wrong. I'm just saying, like, for myself, you know what I mean? That's awesome. That's really awesome, Jedi Fawn. And you know what? And that's another thing, like, you know, 8 isn't really, I mean, my son is 6, so, I mean, 6 to 8, it's a 2-year difference, but it also is almost kind of a big difference, you know what I mean? Like, 8 is almost 10, 6 isn't almost 10, and 10 is almost a teen, I guess. I don't know. Like, I would say, like, there's, like, a lot of kids on YouTube who, yeah, there are a lot of kids with their own YouTube channels. I think their parents, like, help run them and stuff, though. Your phone's ringing. Your son is 14? Oh, I thought you said somewhere he was 8. Or somebody must have said that. Oh, no, that was Paula who said that. It was Paula who said her 8-year-old grandson. Sorry, your son is 14. Well, yeah, well, so he's mature enough, old enough, I think, probably to be on this platform and to see these things, but it's like, I don't know, I just think that YouTube has their rules and their regulations and their guidelines and like, you know, if you're going to be like a creator on here, read them and understand them and know what you're getting into, and you can either accept it and be on the platform and be grateful for what YouTube lets us do, or not do it, you know, and find another platform. And I got to that point myself a while ago where I was ready to get off of YouTube because I didn't agree with certain stuff. I never did, though, but it's just, it's all to each their own, you know, type thing, I guess. But I just kind of wanted to put my opinion out there. I think the whole situation about what happened is very sad. Really, really sad. And but I do think that I don't think anybody was particularly silencing this person. Like, I think that was a big misunderstanding. And I mean, we'll find out more details. I know as a creator, though, like, once you reach over 1,000 subscribers, you can directly reach out to YouTube if you have an issue and try and get it resolved. I don't know if this person tried to do that or not. Yeah, like, my mom was there like when my son, he was like just playing like Minecraft and stuff. But I don't know, like, me personally, like, I don't know if I really want him on. I wouldn't, maybe if my mom was like running the whole thing and he was just making the videos. Wait, which thing are we talking about, Jedi Fawn? I'm talking about the YouTube headquarters shooting that just happened, like yesterday or the day before. I don't know if you heard about that. Yesterday, the YouTube headquarters got shot up by a YouTube creator who claims they weren't making enough money, they weren't getting the revenue they deserved. That's what you're talking about? Whose parents? Oh, so her parents warned the police too? So it's like Florida all over again. Thank you, Pixie Girl. I miss you. Good. I've been waiting to hear from you. Wow, that's really, you know what? That's like Florida all over again. That's really sad. It's really, really sad that type of stuff happens. They said that the parents warned, you heard about that? That they warned the police?
Yeah. And the police found her 5 hours before she was sleeping in her car.
Where?
Close to the...
Oh, and the police found her 5 hours before, sleeping in her car close to the headquarters. And they didn't do anything? And they didn't do anything. Well, I bet they feel pretty fucking stupid now. She must have had deeper, way deeper issues than that. I do wonder how she was able to get a hold of a firearm. She owned it? What state was she from? I don't know what the laws are there. I know, I miss you. Please text me. I got a new number, email me too. That part of my lip is like numb. I think I hit a nerve when I was trying to pierce it. Alright, I'm gonna go off this stream. It's easy to get guns. In New York, it's not. Where I live, it's not easy. The gun rules are very strict, and a lot of people don't have guns here. Right? I would say a lot of people don't have guns here. They're hard to even get on the street. They're hard to obtain legally, and they're hard to obtain illegally here. But I'm going to end this and yeah. For sure, where are you from? Because like in New York, that shit does not happen. Not legally, not illegally in New York. It is very fucking bye. Alright, I'm gonna end this stream because I want to start a podcast stream. I'll be home and it'll be on a happier note than this. I love Instagram was ginabattista.onyt, but it's not. It's ginabattista.onyt. Alright, I'll talk to you guys soon. Love you. Bye.